And we're live.
All right. So you have mastered this page 37, Chant of the Monks.
We'll say that I have.
Okay. What you had done is you had mastered hands separate. Hands separate means, of course, one hand at a time. And now I would like to have you playing them together. So first of all, you get your right hand finger 1 on C and your left hand finger 5 on this lower C.
Okay.
And when each note is on top of each other, that means that they are played at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, let's try it nice and slow. Good. Now they're all the same notes. They're going up, and then turning around and going back down again. Both hands are doing the same thing. Oh, sorry. 4 beats, right. Wow, you're adding the loud and soft. That's fabulous. If a person's ready, they can always do that. But they don't have to at this point. Down, 2, and down to the C. 2, 3, 4. Great.
Cool. Looks like I did master that.
You did. And this one's often quite challenging the first time coordinating together. And a person should not be discouraged by that. That's perfectly normal. And a person should play this every day, more than once. And if they're enjoying it, play it a ton. If there's some challenging part to it, play it a ton, and it will get easier. Okay, now I would like to show you a new exercise.
And what's our new exercise going to be today?
Okay, it's going to be like this. Watch my wrist. I'm going to play here. We're going to bounce our wrist. We're going to learn to bounce our wrist. Because in the beginning I taught you about using each finger one at a time. And you and I have been reviewing that, as everybody should be, to get the strength from here. But the problem is we're keeping all of this so still. And if you're good at any instrument, you're going to keep your wrist looser. So there's no tension. And one way to get that is to practice with these nice loose bounces. So you let your hand fall down and then you bounce it back up. You snap it back up like a bouncy ball bouncing off the sidewalk. It free falls, boing, right back up. And the high point that I am is like this with my other hand. So we often say, or I often say, it looks like a swan. If it looks like a swan, you know you're doing it right. Okay, Jonathan, because you're a kind of both hand, that's an advantage for your coordination. Which hand would you like to do first? It's up to you. It doesn't matter. Right hand or left hand?
We'll go with my right hand.
Okay, so let's put finger 1 on C.
Okay.
So you're going to make that swan first of all. Great. And you want them to be hanging down from your wrist. It's just like hanging down. Perfect. I like the way your elbow is hanging also down loosely from your shoulder. That's extremely important. So you have a great wrist. So you have your thumb over the keys, and you're just going to try to free fall onto that thumb. And let's just let it hang there. We don't have to bounce up yet. Excellent. You bring it up again. Let it fall with the gravity, the weight of your arm, so it's heavy thumb. Yeah. If you go a little bit forward so your thumb's more on the keys. Okay, try 2 or 3 loose falls. Excellent. Okay, now go up. See if you can do the same for finger 2. Right down. I know, I pushed you. There you go. Good. See if you can do it without these sticking up. That's a little bit of tension when they're going up. See if you can try to keep them relaxed when you fall with force on finger 2. Yeah, it's not easy. Part of it, you're going a little lower than you need to go. Wait.
Oh, okay.
No, bring it back. That's okay. Watch this. I'm going to do it with you for slow motion. We play the note, and we drop down our wrist to about here. See? So it's like almost level. This is the lower point, not this.
Oh, okay.
And you don't want to drop lower than this. Not really. It gets uncomfortable. There you go. Higher. Go into a higher swan. There. You can drop with a bit of a flatter finger too. Like right down, so it's left right across. Like a little car could drive down your arm, and there's no hill it has to go over, see? Then you know. There's the hill. Don't let that be there. Yeah. There you go. That was 100% perfect. Another good one. Now let's go up and relax. Let's try finger 3. Yeah, as loud as you can. Go as loud as you can. See how you're curving your 3? Be careful. You want this just to relax more. Blah. Yeah. Go a little higher with your wrist, and let's do finger 4. Good, relax. Everything. As soon as you played it, so what? You get a bit of tension as long as you loosen it up after, right after. Yes, 100%. Beautiful. Okay, pinky. And you can sort of fall a little bit back on your pinky, like lay the whole thing down. It's easier. And as loud as you can. Last one. Yes. Okay, fabulous. Fabulous. I would like you to do that every day. That's super good. That's the first step. That's all I want you to master.
Okay.
And next week I'll teach you the bounce up. That's how I do it.
All right.
All right. Now, I also would like to assign to you to play Shining Stars, pages 38 to 39. All right?
Okay.
And you can play this naming each note out loud. You remember the name of that note? Take your time.
A?
Yes. Did you just remember the top line was A, or did you compare it to another line?
I compared it to C, I think.
Okay, that'll work. Beautiful. Line to line. And don't forget, you can compare to this F line. Line, space, line, superm F. F, G, A, line, space, line. Great. And there's your A. So play this through and name it out loud. I want to quickly pop over to bar 9. And remember, when you have 2 notes on one stem, you play them at the same time.
Right.
Can you try those 2 notes? Take your time to find the notes.
Yep.
Go ahead. 2, that's excellent. That's that A you pointed out, and the space note below it, which is G. And you hold it for 2 beats. Okay, stay there, left hand. Right hand, can you find your notes? Okay, right hand, go ahead. And then you do it again. Now you play the left hand. Play the left hand again. The G and the A, and now the right hand, which is the line, space, line, C to E. I want to, we'll do that next. Before we finish this piece, before I send you home to practice, I want to just look at the coda with you. Coda just means an ending. I'm sure you've come across the name coda in books too. They'll talk about the coda. Okay. So just a little ending. So let's bring up both hands, and you'll notice that they are the same notes you just played. Your left hand's playing the G, the space above the F line, and then the A. Okay. But this time, they're on top of each other, so you're playing all 4 notes together. Beautiful. Okay? Before, everybody can just think about that. Before we finish this off, and I teach you this, I want to mention something that everybody always asks me. Why are these 2 notes beside each other?
Yeah.
But they have to be played at the same time. They're touching. That's how you know they're played at the same time. They have to be beside each other, because if you have a note on a line and then a space, actually, it is time to put it over here. I just remembered.
Okay.
If you have a note that's on a line and on a space, if you put them on top of each other, they would be overlapping, and they'd end up just looking like one big blob, and they would be unreadable because they're too close. So the only way we can get around that is to have them just beside each other but touching. And that's how you always write 2 notes beside each other, like A and B, that you want to play at the same time. Okay?
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. Let's play that again. Both hands. Watch the right hand. There you go. Now you notice that after that it says, look at the notes. They're all the same again. But above it, it says 8VA. 8 stands for 8 notes higher. Okay, but you wouldn't know what that was normally. So 8 notes from C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's another C. 8 notes higher is always the same note. So F to F is also 8. We call that an octave. A to A is 8. Okay, so let's go back to the original position. Now we move both hands up 1 octave. Excellent. And we play those 2 hands together. And then, see how they look the same? Now we're going to go an extra octave up, which is 2 octaves above the original. And that's why it says 15 ma. Go ahead. And that's how you play the coda. Okay, Jonathan?
Okay.
So you can practice that for me this week.
All right.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.